Hello everybody, this is Josephine, and welcome to another Karen's video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the most entitled Karens of 2022. In fact, it's actually Karens who think they're entitled, but they're really not. So, if you don't like Karens because of the cursing, the destruction, the violence, if you don't like that kind of stuff, you can go see some of my other videos. I'll really appreciate it if you do. Also, thanks to Retail Nightmares for making this video possible, because I am reacting to Retail Nightmares video. And credit to the people who recorded these Karens originally. Let's get started.
Are the most entitled Karens of 2022. Let's take a look. This stay-at-home Karen lives next door to a school, and during school recess, the kids can get quite loud on the swing sets. Enough was enough when this Karen stampeded over to the school and started screaming at the kids to stop playing immediately as they were.
Just let them be kids and let them play.
The teacher demanding that they make the kids stop playing immediately. Let's have a look.
I mean, we can tell them to stop screaming, but that's like impossible.
Well, it's a private park. Hi, ladies.
They're just being kids. Of course they're gonna scream and have fun.
Yeah, I know, but it's a private playground, and I live right here. So can you just ask them?
Just let them play.
They're kids, and they'll do what they're told. If you just tell them nicely, they'll probably listen.
Are you kidding me? If you're gonna be like this to them, that's gonna ruin their childhood.
That's not an excuse. We don't really want these kids here to begin with. It's a private park.
There's a playground there for a reason. It's for kids.
So this gentleman is an Uber Eats driver, and when he delivered the food, apparently something was wrong and there were items missing, and the customers blamed the driver. The driver stated that there's nothing he can do about it, and they would need to contact support for compensation, when the customers completely snapped and grabbed his bicycle, preventing him from being able to leave, and then demanded that the Uber driver give them money. Let's have a look.
Can you get your camera out of my face?
No.
Or you screwed up our order, but you're not doing anything.
It's not the Uber driver that screwed up the order. It's the restaurant that screwed up the order. Either get a refund or call the restaurant.
I'm sorry.
$67 that you've wasted, and you're putting it on us.
And it'll be refunded to you.
Are you kidding me? It's not the Uber driver's fault. They just bring you the food. It's the restaurant's fault.
Can you?
Like I said, Uber support will answer all your questions.
It's not Uber's fault. It's yours.
Do you guarantee that?
Go for Uber support.
Shaking my head. SMH.
I'm leaving.
But where's our food?
Like I said, contact Uber support.
Where's our food?
Really?
Food.
This is screwed up. You're blaming the wrong person.
I'm calling the cops.
This lady had parked her RV on the street when she was confronted by somebody who lives nearby. This person stated that it was bringing down the value of their neighborhood, and they wanted her out of their neighborhood immediately and to move.
The RV does not have anything to do with the value. How could an RV affect the value of
you and your trash
the home?
and your are not going to stay here. Go behind sports arena. That's where you park and live.
Or go to an RV park?
Where you live? Okay, who's your friend?
I'm not telling you who my friend is. I'm staying at my friend's house. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Where?
I'm not camping here.
Where does
None of
she
your
live?
business. I don't need to tell you that.
You're in trouble.
Fine. Call the cops.
I'm calling the cops.
Call the cops. I'm on a public street.
Call the cops
I'm on a
for
public street.
something that
I
is
don't give a
perfectly
flying
legal.
It's a public street.
Perfectly
But
fine.
this is not a place for you to park.
Yeah, it is.
No, it is
I
not.
can park a car on the street.
No, you cannot park an RV like this on the street.
Yes, I can.
You're
Really?
in so much trouble.
Okay. Call the cops.
No, I want
Call
you to
the
come
cops.
out. I want
I'm
you to
not
come
coming
out.
out.
Come on, no, you.
I'm not.
She just let the bird fly out of the
When you
cage.
do come out, you're going to have to come out. When you do, I'm going to be watching because I live right there.
Great.
Okay?
Oh,
I'm going to be
boy.
watching. When you do, I'll be right there.
Great.
And
Ma'am,
some other
leave
neighbors.
them alone.
We're going to all be here.
Great.
Right,
I'm not
watching
doing
you.
anything wrong. You're the one
Yeah, you
who's
are.
causing a
No,
disturbance.
you are. You're
the one-
parking. Listen, we
You're
don't
the
want.
one-
Call the
we don't
cops
want
and
this
ask them if this is
neighborhood
legal or
trashed up.
not.
I'm not trashing.
They'll say
Yeah, you
it's
are. You're
perfectly
parking your
fine.
piece here.
That is not
And she's
trashing.
wasting
That's
her
I'm allowed
breath,
to do that.
bothering
You have
them.
a piece.
This boundary dispute happened when these other neighbors decided to put up a fence on this other person's property and didn't think anything of it. They actually went halfway through with the work and already had everybody out to complete it when the neighbor put her foot down and demanded they stop immediately. This entitled neighbor didn't see a problem with this though and told the workers to continue even though she was clearly in the wrong. Let's have a look.
Crazy neighbors
No, not when you
extending the
get done.
driveway
It's my
farther
property,
onto
and
my
I request it
property.
be off my property now.
Survey is in my hands. Wanted
Okay,
to
then
leave
you're
material
gonna be-
in my
this
yard
is
for
criminal
days.
Trespass.
This is screwed
That's wonderful.
up.
It will be.
Yes, this is my property. Do you understand this is my property?
Nobody's doing nothing wrong. We're just
Yeah, this is past the easement even. How far
Just
do you
let
think the
them do
easement
their
goes?
work.
go in your house.
Don't
Doesn't matter if
say
it's
like that.
your
Access
property.
I own 21 feet of the driveway of
This
the
is my
yard.
property.
They put the logs to block me from my own
Yeah,
property.
they have.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's not on you, honey.
Yeah, it is.
It's not getting you at all.
It's on all of us. None of us consent to you.
That's okay.
Just let them do their work. In fact, a fence can prevent
I'm recording what's going on at my
intruders from entering your house.
What am
A
I paying
fence is
for?
actually
Standing on
good.
my own property, asking you to remove material. I'm asking you to remove stuff off my property.
There's nothing on your property. It's on the easement.
This is not on the easement. This is not on the easement.
This gentleman was on break and eating his lunch in this parking lot when this Karen wanted to park next to him, but he had his door open. Instead of taking one of the many parks available, she actually almost damaged his car by driving hers into it before getting out and having a total meltdown at him. She got right in his face and very confrontational, demanding that he move immediately and eat his lunch elsewhere as she wanted his park specifically and wasn't going to go
Well, it's
anywhere.
kind
She
of both
wanted
of their
to
faults.
look.
She could have,
Record me because you're adding into a
he could close his door, but she could go park somewhere else. So it's kind of, both of them are at fault.
not for this. This is not what the door is for.
What? Who is this right here?
You're Mexican. You're not black. Who are you calling?
Goofy, look at this. Hey, someone get their whans, man.
Why is his door open to begin with? He could stay in the car and eat.
What is this? What the is this?
It's not funny.
Whoa.
This is serious business.
Whose ass is this, bruh?
This Karen confronted this gentleman because apparently he was parking in her neighborhood and she wanted him gone immediately. The gentleman had every right to park there as she did not own the road, but this sent this Karen into a total meltdown where she started screaming in his face and even tried assaulting him. This Karen then screamed for help, trying to get bystanders to come and help her get this gentleman away from her neighborhood before screaming to call the authorities and throwing all sorts of accusations towards them. Let's have a look.
Karen of the day.
Slam on the windshield.
Don't park in
Why is she pointing her middle finger instead of her index finger?
property. And that guy too. Park right in front of my driveway. Go yourselves.
Nobody parked in front of your driveway.
If you want him gone, then why don't you move out of the way so he can close the door
You're on
and drive off?
my property. You big lip. Give me the alone.
I'm gonna call the police now, okay?
Well, good. Get off my property. Get the off my property.
Get away from him. Let him close the door.
Broke my ankle. You broke my ankle.
What the
No, he didn't break your ankle or else you wouldn't be standing anymore.
Who's parking? You park in front of my property. Don't park in. Who are
Move
you
away
talking
from
to
the
right
door
now?
so he can close it and get off your property,
Why?
ma'am.
Close the door.
Very Okay, so this Karen was actually being confronted by a couple of random people because she was being very offensive towards them. She was saying pretty much the most offensive things you could imagine, and she was actually called out for her behavior. This Karen refused to backpedal and apologize though, and stood her ground, and honestly thought she was in the right for saying something as ridiculous as this. Let's have a look.
Oh, she said the N-word. She said that. Oh, wait, what did you say?
So you're a little white girl. Why are you so offended?
I'm Asian and I'm offended.
Baby, you don't have to be, seriously.
But I'm just worried.
No, just so you know, I'm not at all.
Excuse me?
Bye, love you.
You don't have to.
I'm not. I hate everybody equally.
Okay, so this gentleman was sitting on a bench and he had his feet touching the bench as it could have been wet or maybe too dirty for him to sit on. This was a problem for this Karen though when she confronted him, demanding that he moved immediately. The gentleman told her to go away though and stood his ground because he didn't want to sit on the bench like that, and I guess it's not up to this Karen to decide who can sit on the bench and how they sit on the bench as well.
It's a public bench.
You gotta get out of no. You gotta get out of my face.
You can sit on it however you want. It's a public bench.
You can get away from me and leave right now because
I was sitting here from the start. You just walked up
well, you
out of
shouldn't
nowhere.
be sitting that way.
I can sit however I want
on
to.
the bench. Do you sit that way at home?
I can sit however I want to.
Do you sit that way at
Matter
home?
of fact, I do.
Really?
Matter of fact, I do.
And then somebody isn't going to want to sit there because your feet are there, and heaven knows what are onto the shoes. Do you have?
Leave him alone.
Do you have anything important else to do but bother me? Do you have anything else important to do? Don't you have?
No, she woke up one day, sipped her coffee, and said, "What a wonderful day to be a B word."
And this is my
That's what I think about Karens.
And wait for what I need to wait for and mind my business.
What a perfect day to ruin somebody's life.
If you were busy, you wouldn't stop and talk to me.
Okay, so this Karen was downstairs and she was demanding some toilet paper from this hotel that she was staying at. But while this Karen was at it, this Karen decided that she wanted to give the employee a hard time because due to the virus at the moment, this hotel does not offer everyday cleaning services for long duration stays. But this Karen was demanding for daily cleaning services and wanted this employee to call her manager, who had the day off, immediately to compensate her for the inconvenience. Let's see how that goes for her.
We can understand that you cannot deal with us. It's obvious that you don't have the capacity. Okay?
Okay.
Can you call somebody?
I will not call my manager on her day off.
That's what managers are for, because you don't have management authority.
Okay.
But manager's job is to deal with Karens. Is that what she's trying to say?
Know what you want from me. I'm not going to give you a refund because you
managers have better things to do to deal with people like you.
Only a dirty person will stay in a nasty bed that wasn't without toilet paper.
I can give you toilet paper.
Are you really that low, Bree? Are you really that low? That you will stay in
already
a dirty
explained that we don't do daily servicing because of COVID. If you can't accept that, that's too bad. I don't know what you want me to do because I can't do nothing about it.
You don't even put toilet paper in the rooms.
I can give you toilet paper, but I can't do anything else.
It's not my job for me to come and pick it up. It's your job, the hotel's job.
No, my job is to be front desk and listen to you complain at me. So I'm doing my
She knows her job better than you know her job.
Very believable.
No, it's not believable.
You don't tell her what her job is.
This Karen's husband actually intentionally drove over a skateboard in an attempt to break it. Obviously, the owners of the skateboard confronted them about it, and that's when this Karen was sent into a total meltdown and started flipping off this group of friends and getting quite aggressive with them as well. This Karen got in their faces, screaming at them and making up all sorts of accusations. Let's have a look.
Don't let me off next time. Think of your God.
Karen!
You're a stupid idiot.
No, Karen!
You're a loser. You guys.
Karen!
You guys all look like losers.
Karen! Karen!
What are you doing right now? Yeah, you guys all look like a bunch of losers.
Karen!
I'm trying to be polite here.
Karen!
I haven't said anything. Neither are you.
They don't look like losers, they look like people.
Don't be a flip me off.
You're cool, bro.
Okay, so these people parked their car in front of this house on a public road, and this Karen wasn't very happy about this. This Karen decided to come out and confront them, even though they were on public property and were allowed to park there. This Karen then even came up to their car and opened their door to tell them to move before throwing a huge temper tantrum and taking all of these pictures and videos.
Throwing a temper tantrum like a little child.
Parking on public property. Let's have a look.
Why don't you have to tell us? Use your brain, ma'am. Use your brain. Use your brain. We're simply parking here. We're not invading your property. We're not doing anything wrong.
They're parked on the side of the road.
Okay.
What's wrong with
what
that?
your issue is.
Parking spot.
Because you're being. Why are you trying to open
or the side of the road, or on the shoulder. Those are the proper places to park.
That's none of your business, ma'am. This is our private property. You opened the car. It doesn't matter. That's not an issue. It's not an issue. Don't touch our car.
Yeah. Where are you from?
It doesn't matter where we're from.
You don't care where I am from.
Why?
Yes, I do.
Oh, why does it matter?
Because I'm an immigration attorney.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I have paper. I'm resident.
I don't care if you're a resident. Well, a resident isn't a citizen, though.
It doesn't matter. What is your problem with us? Call police right now. Call the police right now. That's what you want.
This driver really wanted this parking spot, but unfortunately crashed the car in an attempt to take it. This driver then denied any wrongdoing while literally still hitting the car and states that it wasn't their fault as they were just trying to park their vehicle. The driver
really
the damage and shrugged it off, stating that it wasn't a big deal, and then became argumentative over the situation because the gentleman wanted the insurance information from them, which they didn't want to provide. Let's have a look.
Why did you want that particular spot when there are other places to park?
To get in though. I want to get into the spot. So you're gonna hit other people's cars to get in? I asked you. Look at his car. You hit the car. The trunk is open because you smashed it. The trunk is open. That doesn't mean I hit the car. What are you doing?
Just recording.
You see that? Yeah, and you also saw that he wouldn't move up. Yeah, so that means you're gonna hit the car. Okay.
Do you want me to get out? Do you want me to get out? So let me get out, please.
I mean, your trunk is open. That's pretty good. That's a good indication that you hit the other car.
First of all, it's none of your business. Keep going.
I'm just doing.
It's the world's business. Can you please move so I can get out now? So I don't have to hit your car. Please. I'm asking you nicely. Please, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so this Karen was caught and exposed by a completely random stranger for hitting somebody else's car. This lady claims that it wasn't her until it was paint matched and confirmed that it was, and that's when she said that it wasn't a big deal, and she doesn't see why people should be upset that she hit someone else's car. This Karen then went on to blame literally everybody but herself for hitting a
I would be
car.
upset
It was only her
if
fault.
my car was hit too.
You don't want to leave an accident.
I don't drive yet, but I would be upset if something like that happened.
Here there is damage on the wheel wall.
Where?
That's the part that's more.
Oh my goodness. Call the cops on me and have them chase me down. Make sure you get my here. Alright. It's a 97 Grand Marquis.
Okay.
Stock number 6X7 36078.
That'd be a hit and run if you
Or you could just take a picture
leave.
with your fancy phone, or you could spit on your car.
If you leave, that's a hit and
wash
run. I don't think you want to leave. That's a hit and run.
Yeah, you can be charged with hit and run too.
I'm not a
Hit and run is illegal.
I'm checking this, and there's wrong with this.
But you,
Is there? I'm sorry, I don't want to bring you in this, but
I mean, you're not staying.
This gentleman had taken his dog to the dog park and let it off the leash to run around. His dog ended up getting a little bit too close for comfort with another person's dog who happened to be a Karen. She believed that this was some form of assault and confronted the dog owner for this, stating that his
If the
dog
dogs
was
aren't
hers
fighting,
and
then it's
immediately
okay.
called the authorities on him. The gentleman tried de-escalating the situation as he couldn't control what his dog was going to do. Let's have a look.
No, why are you calling the cops right now?
Remember that Karen from the previous video
Because my dog was humping
that was arguing with a dude about
I told you I'm not leaving.
his dog getting up close to her dog?
Inappropriate for the dog.
No, it's not.
I know it's
Dogs
normal.
humping each other, and she's calling the cops because my dog humped her dog. I've seen every single dog hump another dog here. and she tells me to leave, and now she's calling the cop. Like, are you serious?
If they aren't fighting, they ain't fighting, then it's okay.
You heard of Barbecue Becky? Because this is the newest one. Right here.
989.
Let me get her plate. Let's see. So everybody know who this woman is. We can look this woman up.
This is fricked up. This is screwed up.
Honestly.
I don't even like dogs.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you
no, you're not trying to help me. I know the rules.
You're not obeying
the dogs. I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right
here.
here.
Allow your dog aggressively on top of another
The
dog.
dogs hump each other every day, and I took him off. I took him off. I know it's my opinion, but you don't call the cops over it. That's all I'm saying.
That's not
just don't call the cops.
Dogs humping each other is not illegal. That's a natural thing.
Instead of trying to retry the card or maybe accept that she didn't have the money for the items, she actually took this out on the employees and blamed them for it, stating that it was their fault and then hurling all sorts of abuse towards them. This Karen then became extremely heated and confrontational with them, and she was inevitably banned from the store but still refused to leave it. Let's have a look.
Did you go to school? Do you know what that means? Leave me the hell alone.
You leave them alone and they'll leave you alone.
Jesus, you're a listen to yourself sometimes. I was nice about it when I came in and asked for it. I don't want your help. I don't want your help. Get your supervisor.
Man, this is taking a long time. There's a line behind you that wants to buy some stuff too.
Shut up, man.
But they're thinking, let's get this over with already. I want to buy my stuff and leave.
You won't shut up. You don't have to.
It does not have to be this complicated. Just buy the stuff and leave.
Shut up. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's completely uncalled for you to keep harassing.
Okay, so outside of this restaurant, a gentleman was walking by when he was struck in the face by a snowball that was thrown by this Karen. This Karen was playing with a dog and a kid and basically was throwing snowballs around and accidentally hit the gentleman in the face. Now, instead of apologizing to this gentleman, this Karen actually used a very derogatory term towards him and really insulted him for quite literally no reason. Let's have a look.
You were playing.
Step away from me?
No. Why don't you step away from me? Oh, blah, 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 blah. You're not winning, my friend. Because I was playing with my lab retriever and a 6-year-old.
Because I'm a right?
Then don't be acting this way in front of your 6-year-old.
And that's only because
you're going to be acting this way in the future.
So
if you act this way in front of them while they're a child, children are a reflection of their parents. Don't act this way in front of them.
Footage and everything else. I don't give a I didn't do anything to you. I was playing with my puppy.
And I asked you to step away.
You didn't do anything to him. More like, I'm sorry.
I'm stepping away.
Excuse me.
Turn your camera to the sidewalk to where everyone could see where the cars were and where you were. And I was playing with a 6-year-old and my Labrador puppy.
This entitled Karen was on a flight that had happened to be delayed and decided to knock on the captain's door of the aircraft in an attempt to open the door and make the flight move along quicker. This obviously wasn't going to happen and the captains can't actually open the flight door, but as this Karen was extremely entitled, she
just let them drive the plane instead of being an entitled son of a gun.
You really think they're going to open the door? Well, I'm not opening it. I'm not. They're not allowed to open it.
In fact, you're supposed to be sitting down while they're driving. Flying. Whatever you want to call it. Just let them get from point A to point B.
I'm not. No one's getting up. I just want to know. That's an FAA violation. I'm not opening it. I'm knocking. I work for the airline. I understand what's the FAA violation. I'm just trying to ask if they know since the flight attendants don't know. If you work for the airline, you know that that's not allowed. I'm not opening it. I'm just knocking. I'm just trying to see. I mean, obviously they're not opening the door, so it's not like I'm barging in. I'm just trying to ask.
Yeah.
That means I'm first.
Oh, congrats on being first at Chili's.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm.
What are you doing?
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you want to see more episodes like this, make
Yeah, congratulations for being first. He's actually congratulating you. He's not being sarcastic. He did not deserve that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want, you can see my previous Karen videos and stay tuned for more in the future. Have fun.